This is based on a true story. Diq and Joyless were in a desperate situation. Homeless and alone, they struggled to survive in the cave. Every day was a battle against hunger, the elements, and despair. They had lost everything and had nowhere to turn. They were living in a cave. The weight of their circumstances pressed down on them, threatening to crush their spirits. Finding beef and water was a constant worry. Shelter was scarce and often dangerous. The couple faced prejudice and judgment from those who looked down on them, because their only income was from Joyless's escorting service, which was not doing well because of the lack of hygiene. They felt invisible, forgotten by society. Through it all, they clung to each other, their love the only solace in a world that seemed to have turned its back on them. The nights were long and cold. Diq and Joyless would huddle together for warmth, their dreams haunted by their harsh reality. They yearned for a safe place to lay their heads, a place where they could simply exist without fear. The homelessness was a harsh teacher, stripping away their dignity and leaving them feeling broken and defeated. But even in their darkest hour, a glimmer of hope appeared on the horizon. Diq's mother, Gloria, offered them a lifeline. Gloria, a kind woman who had opened her home to him and his needy wife. Could she be their salvation? Gloria's heart went out to Diq and Joyless. She knew what it was like to struggle, to face hardship. For her husband passed away with cancer. Despite having her own challenges, including caring for her disabled daughter, she couldn't turn away a couple in need. She offered them a roof over their heads, a place to rest and regroup. It was a moment of immense relief for Diq and Joyless. Finally, they had a chance to escape the brutal realities of homelessness. Gloria welcomed them into her humble home, offering them kindness and compassion. They were overwhelmed with gratitude for her generosity. Finally, they could sleep in a real bed, cook their beef in the bathroom, and feel a sense of security they had almost forgotten. Life with Gloria and her daughter wasn't easy. Diq never truly liked his sister. In fact, he said he was scared of her. Space was tight and resources were limited, and he now has to help sister because she has schizoaffective disorder. Diq looked down on her, but Diq and Joyless were determined to make the most of this opportunity. They helped with chores, offering whatever assistance they could. They were grateful for the chance to rebuild their lives, to escape the streets that had held them captive for so long. At first, things seemed hopeful. Diq and Joyless expressed their appreciation for Gloria's kindness. They seemed eager to contribute and become part of the family. But beneath the surface, a disturbing transformation was beginning to take hold. As the weeks turned into months, a disturbing change came over Diq and Joyless. The gratitude they initially displayed for Gloria's generosity began to fade. They became increasingly demanding, treating her home as their own. Their true colors were starting to show. What began as small requests for favors escalated into an entitlement mentality. They began to make demands of Gloria and her daughter, expecting special treatment. Resentment and bitterness festered beneath the surface, poisoning the once harmonious atmosphere. Their behavior became increasingly disrespectful and manipulative. Diq and Joyless seemed to lose sight of the incredible act of kindness Gloria had shown them. They began to take advantage of her good nature, treating her more like a servant than a benefactor. Their behavior became increasingly erratic and unpredictable, creating tension and fear in the household. The once grateful couple had morphed into something unrecognizable. Their true intentions, shrouded in a veil of desperation, were finally coming to light. Their transformation from grateful guests to entitled tyrants was both shocking and disheartening. Diq and Joyless hatched a plan, a scheme so outlandish it defied logic. They decided they wanted to be on the popular television show, Hoarders. Their motivation? Fame, attention, and perhaps a chance to profit from their situation. They believed appearing on the show would be their ticket to a better life. The couple's plan involved intentionally trashing Gloria's home. They began hoarding items, dragging in junk and refuse from the streets. They filled every available space with useless clutter, creating a chaotic and unsanitary living environment. Their actions demonstrated a complete disregard for Gloria's well-being and the sanctity of her home. They contacted the producers of Hoarders, desperately pitching their story. They believed their manufactured chaos would be their ticket to fame. They envisioned themselves as sympathetic figures, victims of circumstance, completely ignoring their own role in creating the problem. But their plan backfired. The producers of Hoarders saw through their charade. They recognized that Diq and Joyless were not true hoarders, but opportunists seeking to exploit a difficult situation. Their scheme to gain fame and fortune had failed miserably.